Hello boys and girls, today we are looking at prepositions. Now a preposition in a sentence tells us where something is happening. So on my board I have a few examples of prepositions. Between, through, beyond. Hello boys and girls, this video is all about prepositions. Now a preposition is something that tells us where in a sentence. So for example, on, above, below, between, through, behind. So those are things in a sentence that tells us where something's happening. And this is just a few prepositions. There are so many more that I didn't include. And you may be thinking about them already, and I hope that you are. So here's an example of another preposition, under. Now, the thing that I want to make sure that you understand is that a preposition is only one word. Under, above, beyond, between, behind. All of these one-word prepositions. But there's usually more to that in a sentence. For example, under the book. This whole part of our sentence would be what is called a prepositional phrase. So remember, the preposition is just one word telling us exactly where. The prepositional phrase gives us a little bit more information about where in a sentence. So what I'd like to do is I would like to read you part of a story, just one page out of a book by Dr. Seuss. It's called The King's Stilts. Now this is a Dr. Seuss book that you may or may not have heard about. It's a super funny book. I really, really love Dr. Seuss. He's another one of my favorite authors. As I read this page from this book, what I would like you to do is to see if you can catch all the prepositions. Now remember, one word. Prepositions are just one word. And if you would like, you can go to the library and pick out this book and continue to practice on all the pages, seeing if you can find the prepositions. All right, so keep track while I read. Out came the stilts, up leapt the king. Preposition. That was a prepositional phrase. Up leapt the king. Let's continue. High in the air, his royal robes streaming, he'd race through the marble halls, out across the terrace, up and down the garden stairs. Black-spotted coach dogs barked and romped beside him, nipping at the heels of his flashing red stilts. The townsfolk looked on from the walls and just loved it. A grown-up king on stilts, they'd say. Does look rather strange, but it's hard work being king, and he does his work well. If he wants to have a bit of fun, sure, we'll let him have it. How many prepositions did you find? See what you can do with prepositions this week, remembering that prepositions are only one word. The prepositional phrase then gives us more information as to where in the sentence. Good luck!